something is in the interest of justice when it's not.
UC Berkeley Law School Dean Erwin Chemerinsky tells Scenic past DAs have done the same thing on a smaller scale and never gotten any pushback like this.
I think the law is clear that the elected district attorney has an enormous discretion. What he's trying to do here is to create a much more humane and sensible and less racist system of punishment.
Black Lives Matter supports Gascon, says he was elected to end mass incarceration. A co-founder of the Grossman Burn Foundation said to be arraigned in a Van Nuys courtroom today, facing murder charges for a hit-and-run crash last September in Westlake Village that left 2 young boys dead. Prosecutors say Rebecca Grossman from Hidden Hills was driving at a high speed on Baden Powell Canyon Road when she hit the 8 and 11-year-old brothers who were crossing the street with their parents in the crosswalk. Grossman is facing 34 years to life in prison if convicted. Regulators in Britain have given another coronavirus vaccine a green light. It offers different benefits than those produced by Pfizer and Moderna.
UK officials are looking for the best way to distribute the vaccine that will have the greatest impact in slowing the spread. Regulators plan to give the first dose, which provides good immunity, followed 12 weeks later by a second dose. This extended timeline allows for more people to get the shot while producing more vaccine, essentially doubling the number of people vaccinated in the near term. That plan could make the UK one of the first countries to be COVID-free through a vaccine.
The U.S. has put $1.2 billion behind this vaccine, ordering 300 million doses of it. The question now is whether the FDA will speed up its approval process in light of the decision by regulators in the UK. Speaking of the UK, officials there have just ordered another 20 million people into the toughest COVID restrictions.
With these new restrictions, 3/4 of the people of England will now be under the toughest COVID measures. Officials here say there was no alternative, with the new variant of COVID-19 spreading the disease far, far faster than the health system here can cope.
CBS's Vicky Barker says the restrictions could be in place for months. Got some really bad delays on northbound 15 through the Cajon Pass. Your next traffic check is coming up 4 minutes. It's 12:41.
It's time for the sexual abuse of children to stop. A new law helps survivors of childhood sexual abuse take legal action. Jeff Anderson and Associates is one of the nation's leading child sex abuse law firms. Call 1-800-ITS-TIME, 12011 San Vicente Boulevard, Suite 700, Los Angeles, California, 90049. Toyota-thon is on at Toyota of Glendora. Don't miss your chance to lease a new 2021 Corolla LE for only $98 plus tax per month. Or lease a new 2021 Camry SE for just $172 plus tax per month. Plus, when you buy any new Toyota, you can get it today with no money down on approved credit. And when you make your best deal, ask for Dave, the general manager, to get an extra $500 off your vehicle. Shop online anytime at toyotaofglendora.com or in person at our showroom, conveniently located just minutes away from LA, Orange, San Bernardino, and Riverside County. Don't miss this year's biggest sales event, Toyota-thon. Call 800-778-0271 for details.
Southern California Edison has helpful info for emergency preparedness. Since the kids are older, we need to update our family plan again.
You're right. And let's review it with them so they know what to do.
They should know our evacuation plan, meeting place,
What to do in a power outage, and where the safety kit is.
good thinking. You can write down important phone numbers and put them in the kit.
You think of everything.
No, I just went to sce.com/be-prepared. A little preparation goes a long way.
AMCO presents Bet You Didn't Know.
Bet you didn't know that your car's transmission is made up of 800 pieces. Also, bet you didn't know that AMCO's fixed over 40 million transmissions, and that AMCO offers a nationwide warranty.
And AMCO offers payment plan options for almost any credit situation. So it's easier than ever to fix it fast and pay it off slow. That's AMCO, AA. MCO. Message data rates may apply up to 5 messages a month. T&T and privacy policies on warbyparker.com/terms. Reply help for help or stop to cancel.
Have you ever wondered why eyeglasses cost so much? Glasses have been around 700 years. Isn't technology supposed to get less expensive over time? Well, there's a simple explanation. For decades, the eyewear industry has been dominated by a single company that's kept prices artificially high while reaping huge profits.
Yikes.
Warby Parker was created to change that. They design and produce their own eyewear and then sell it directly to you for a fraction of the price. Warby Parker's high-quality glasses eyeglasses start at just $95, including your prescription. And if you need an updated prescription, they've got a few easy ways to help you get one. Text HOME to 64000 to try 5 pairs of frames for free. They'll ship them to you to try out for 5 days. If you find a style you like, they'll send you a fresh pair with your prescription. Easy. Text HOME to 64000 to pick your 5 frames to try it at home for free. Text HOME to 64000 to get started for free. That's HOME to 64000.
This is Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station, KNX 1070 News Radio. Depend on us.
12:44 on Margin. Coming up, the actress who played Mary Ann on Gilligan's Island has died from COVID-19. This is Frank Motek, Wall Street. In rally mode, it looks like we're going to hit records here just before the closing bell. Markets higher, your money at 12.50. California's youngest public school students will be the first ones to eventually get back into the classroom. These stories coming up in the next 15 minutes, but first, 12:45. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5. Here's Tom Tran.
Let's check right here with Brian Douglas, giving an eye on this problem over on the 605.
Southbound side, right past Beverly Boulevard, that's where your left lane's taken away. At times you got more than that, especially when the flatbed shows get everything out of your way. The southbound side slows up right about the 60, so it'll be tough for you. I know a lot of you like to take Pack Road, Workman Mill, Norwalk Boulevard. If you rejoin, let's say at Whittier Boulevard, your southbound side actually looks great all the way down to the 5. It still heads up for road work, North 605 to the south side. That transition road shut down until about 3 for repaving. Let's get an update on that problem on the 57 in Fullerton. Scott's got the Southern California Total Dealers 57 Jam Camp.
This is going to be on the 57 northbound right around Nutwood Chapman, Yorba Linda Boulevard, where we did have the right lane blocked with a car fire. Looks like they've reopened the right lane, but they might still have the left lane of the Yorba Linda on-ramp partially blocked. Pretty much all the slowing to the main line on the northbound side is fizzled out. It's looking pretty good now, but you still have some southbound slowing right around Imperial Highway as you head down toward Chapman Avenue.
Northbound side of 15, seeing some pretty tough driving, trying to get through the Cajon Pass. The backup on the North 15 starts almost at Sierra Highway, just before Glen Helen Parkway. You can find yourself jamming on the brakes. That's going to stay slow on 15 through the Cajon Pass. It does not get any better until you get past the 138. See any other traffic problems, just call the KNX Elevation Oil Change Traffic Tip Line 323-467-1070. Reduction 1245. Video and audio center.com traffic center. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Warmer, drier as we head into the afternoon. Temperatures will be in the low 60s for the coast, mid 60s for LA North County Metro, upper 60s for the valleys, mid 60s for the Inland Empire, mid 50s for the high deserts, and low 40s for the mountains. As we head into New Year's Eve, Thursday, New Year's Day, Friday, we're going to start to see those temperatures go up a little bit more in some spots because offshore winds begin to set up shop for New Year's Eve and then really take hold of South End as we head into Friday. But this will be a moderate to end of wind mix, so it's not going to be a huge one, but it will definitely warm us up as we head into the new year. Southern California's most accurate technical forecast on the ESPN meteorologist Amber Lee for KNX 1070 News Radio.
Your Simper Solaris temperature is 66 in Riverside, 66 in Long Beach, 64 degrees in Woodland Hills, 1227. A Gilligan's Island star has died. A publicist for Dawn Wells said she died peacefully in Los Angeles from complications of COVID-19. Wells played Kansas farm girl Mary Ann on the classic 60s TV show. Her girl next door charm made her a fan favorite. Her publicist as well had over 540,000 fans on her Facebook page when she died. Dawn Wells was 82 years old. A strong gust of winds knocked a hot air balloon full of people crashing through a backyard in Gilbert, Arizona. This neighbor watched the whole scene unfold.
The wind got a hold of it and it took it over and kind of hit the fence, and then a wind took it again and it went into another fence. And as soon as it hit that fence, I ran over and tried to make sure everything was okay, and then it hit another fence and then another fence.
None of the 9 people on board were seriously hurt. A series of moderate tremors have jolted central Croatia today, one day after a 6.3 magnitude earthquake killed at least 7 people. Dozens were hurt and several towns have been left in ruins. A lot of people spent the night in tents or their cars. Officials are now worried about the spread of the coronavirus in some crowded shelters. Belgium is prioritizing comfort foods during the pandemic.
The country is declaring chocolate and beer essential items, meaning that stores that sell them will remain open during the extensive lockdowns that have plagued regions across the world. 2 main staples of Belgian culture, this was a welcomed relief for store owners, many of whom
able to ship their goods abroad.
That's CBS's Naomi Ruckham. Outlets serving the beers are also exempted from good COVID restrictions, but other food stores and restaurants have been ordered closed. Bookstores and booksellers also have been allowed to stay open. Volcanoes that have been quiet for decades now rumbling to life in the eastern Caribbean. It's prompting officials to issue alerts in Martinique and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Scientists rushing in to study all this activity. The most recent warning was issued late Tuesday for a volcano in St. Vincent. Officials have warned people to get ready to leave if needed. And also active is a volcano in Montserrat. Seismologists say that, in fact, both the rumbling is a coincidence and not a related phenomenon. China is encouraging tens of millions of migrant workers not to travel home during February's Lunar New Year holiday. It's an attempt to further prevent the spread of the virus. If you recall, this was an issue earlier this year when the pandemic first broke out in China. Millions of people did travel despite warnings not to. The Lunar New Year is China's most important traditional holiday, the only time of the year when many workers have the opportunity to go home to see their families. China has all but eradicated local transmission of the coronavirus, but authorities are still on high alert over any possible resurgence. 12:50 with a look at your money. Here's Frank Hotep. All right, well, on this next to last trading day of 2020, looks like we're about to set records here for the Dow, 100 points. The rally is back on with the Dow 30,450. The Nasdaq also in on the party at 32 points, and the S&P 500 of 9. Looks like the market is partying like it's 2021 already, expecting better times. We're also getting some encouraging news on the vaccine front with another vaccine approved. This time the AstraZeneca Oxford vaccine has been approved for use in the UK. The first dose is due to be given out on Monday. The first country to approve that vaccine is the United Kingdom. Also, Regeneron Pharmaceuticals making news today with some positive results of early clinical trials on a antibody cocktail for hospitalized COVID patients. Looks like the dollar is hitting a 2.5-year low today, and that's sending precious metals higher with gold at $13, just below $1,900 an ounce. And the cryptocurrencies continue on a tear with Bitcoin up more than $2,000 now, up 2,051 at 28,921. Check money at 20 and 50 each hour. Frank Motek from the HMS Capital Money Desk. KNX 1070 News Radio. The LA Archdiocese says it is giving out a lot of money to help people in the pandemic. That story in 2 minutes.
Republicans tell the president it's time. He's lost. Move on. Joe Biden continues to build his cabinet.
Secretary of Transportation, I nominate Mayor Pete Buttigieg.
But the White House doubles down.
The president is still involved in ongoing litigation related to the election.
For up-to-the-minute coverage of Transition 2020, check in often throughout the day to KNX 1070 News Radio. Depend on us.
Hey, it's Mike Simpson here. Celebrate the new year by doing something special for yourself. It's going to last a lifetime. Talking about addressing that receding hairline or bald spot. Advanced Hair Restoration, making it even easier, bringing in the new year with special financing, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. You can regrow your hair with the same treatment that's worked for over 30,000 people just like you. With Advanced Hair, a full head of hair is a resolution you can actually achieve, but unlike the others, it's simple, virtually pain-free, and really just takes one day. They even guarantee your new hair will grow. Plus, their standard of care exceeds the CDC guidelines, making this the perfect time to finally address what you need. Free consultation, 844-333-HAIR. And to celebrate this new year, special financing, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. Feel better, feel more confidence in 2021. You can easily make this happen. 100% guaranteed to grow. 844-333-HAIR and advancedhair.com. Hello, gentlemen. Have you wanted some help and thought about trying Cialis or Viagra? But why pay almost $15 per pill? The solution is to buy generic at Viagra On Call. That's right. You can save hundreds of dollars if you call today. For instance, we'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Call us right now at 800-207-9169 and get your 44 pills for just $99. Call Viagra On Call for saving money for the exact same results. Ordering is fast and easy, with your pills delivered to your door in an unmarked package. Operators are standing by. Call 800-207-9169. That's 800-207-9169. Call 800-207-9169 now. 800-207-9169.